So in a world where we know everything, every way, every solution to solving every problem or do anything that you could ever dream of doing is available online for free for everyone to use, consume, understand, learn. We are in unprecedented times. In this time, when we know how to do almost everything on the planet, why is it that so few of us don't have everything that we want? The answer is probably pretty obvious. I think it's just that we're not good enough at doing the hard work that it takes to get that thing. Just having the information, it's not enough. You have to actually do the things that are needed to get that result that's so important to you. If the limiter between having what you want is only your ability to do hard things long enough, then how do you practice getting better at doing hard things? So I'm a strength coach. I own gyms in New York City. They're called The Fort. We train people in the amazing art that is strength training. And I think a lot of people would assume that we do that so that people can lose weight, get fit, get healthy, feel happy. And that's true. But that's not the reason that I do what I do. And quite honestly, it's not the driving force of what I get out of strength training and what I want other people to get out of strength training. So if you look up the definition of strength training, Google AI is going to say something like it's a type of exercise that involves using external resistance to improve muscular strength and endurance. This resistance can come in various forms, such as weights, body weight, resistance bands, or exercise machines. And this is a fully appropriate description for most people of what strength training is. But for me, it's different. It's a type of exercise that involves external resistance to improve one's mental and physical performance. The resistance can come in various forms, such as external weights, body weight, energy systems training like running, skiing, rowing, fan bikes. I think it could be intentional cold exposure, weight training machines, fasting protocols, basically anything that safely and reliably delivers an improvement in a person's ability to do hard things. Now, what I'm about to say doesn't necessarily have any bearing in scientific evidence. I have the belief that the most efficient and effective and direct way to do hard things is through intentional strength training. And obviously, I'm biased, right? Because I'm a strength coach. But what I've seen so many times over and over and over again, when a person, they start strength training and week over week, they continue to expose themselves to very physically challenging things. And they do it over and over, and they are confronted with the truth of their limitations. They're confronted with what they can mentally and physically handle and endure. And they get the honest feedback of how well they can handle those external stimuli. And then they problem solve in figuring out ways to endure it longer, to endure more. Something happens to their minds. Obviously, something happens to their bodies, but something happens to their minds where they see themselves different. They see themselves as someone who can handle higher and higher levels of challenge and discomfort. And how does this manifest in someone's life? Well, I'll tell you how it manifests in their life. They take bigger risks towards getting the things that they want. They quit their job that they hate and they pursue a path forward that they believe in. They leave a toxic relationship that's keeping them handcuffed. They are the ones that their friends and family can rely on when times get tough, when there's hardships, when there's loss, when there's pain, when the world throws things at them that are too difficult for most people to bear. They see themselves different. They see themselves as the person that can handle those sorts of challenges. And this informs their identity. This informs who they believe that they are, not from affirmations or self-talk, from proof. They did amazing, challenging, difficult things in ways that most people would not be able to handle it. And they don't get a sense of pride, boastful self-confidence. No, it's a quiet confidence. It's not one that they need to tell anyone else about because they know it. They feel it in their heart. They've done it themselves. So the way that I see the best contribution that I could make to the world and for people would be to show them the strength that they have inside them, show them how to cultivate that strength, develop that strength, and create proof that they're a lot stronger than they think they are. And this strength can come in many forms. It can come from having a really heavy weight on your back that you have to squat back up. It could come from sitting in a 40-degree cold tub for an extra 30 seconds when everything in their mind is telling them that they've got to get out to survive, to have control over their impulses in what they eat, in their choices when they go to sleep, whether they have that drink or don't, who they choose to spend time with, who they choose to surround themselves with, to say no to things that don't serve them. All of these things require strength. Just because it's not physical strength, it doesn't mean that it's not strength. The things in life where strength is the most important tends not to be the physical things. It tends to be the hard decisions and the hard choices. The moments when you have to say, no, it's not best for me to do that. It's not best for my family or my community to do that. When it takes the strength to say, this career isn't for me anymore. I have a calling to pursue something else, something that I'm passionate about. It requires strength. It requires belief and conviction in who you are and what you can give, what you can contribute. And the best way to develop that deep sense of internal confidence is through physical strength training. If that is something that you feel interested in, and that's something that you want to learn more about, watch this video where I dig into this concept even deeper. I'll see you over there.